Hello, everyone. This is Nathan Bridges from Nathan's Nuggets, and today I'm with UC Merced basketball player Mason Johnson. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime. I'll start with the first question. How old were you when you started playing basketball?
When I first started playing, sorry about that. I think I was about um probably about 6 years old, honestly. I remember playing in like little leagues, but even before then I remember having just like a basketball in my room or like a little basketball in the backyard that I would go and play on. So yeah, I mean basketball's always been there since I really could remember.
You always loved basketball from a young age.
Yeah, for sure. hmm
Did you play any other sports?
I played a little bit of like T-ball growing up as a kid, but I probably played that until maybe like second grade. But as far as like taking like sports serious, I think basketball was like the only sport I ever played.
So only basketball.
hmm Yeah.
When did you know you wanted to pursue basketball and play it in college?
Um, I think I knew it. I think I took it seriously maybe at around like my sophomore year is really when like I really started working. But yeah, because I don't think it was really like ever something that I thought about too much until I got to high school. Because before I was just playing just to really have fun, and then I think around my sophomore junior year is when I really started to take everything a little bit serious.
So in high school, you knew you wanted to try and play at the next level.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you think doing track helped you in basketball?
Um, I think track was definitely good just for building endurance, my overall speed, um, and then my jumping ability too. But I didn't really do too many sprints. I did the 200, and then did a high jump, and then I did the discus. Those were really like my main sports. But my best one out of the three was probably the high jump because I was ranked a little bit. I think I was the top 10 in the state. My
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, so I mean I was pretty good at it, but it wasn't something that I took too serious. But I think the high jump probably helped me the most in basketball.
Helps you like rebounding, like when you're going up.
hmm
Why did you decide to go to Las Posas College when you were coming out of high school?
I chose Las Posas because I had a good connection with the coach coming out of high school because I've known him since I was a kid. I went to his camps at CRC junior college, so like that's kind of when I got in touch with him first, and then yeah, and then I think at the time they were starting to be kind of the up and coming team, so I wanted to be a part of that,
So
and it turned
you
out to be a decent decision.
you knew the coach already.
Yeah. hmm
Why did you decide to transfer to Sacramento City College?
Um, I think the main reason was, I had injuries going on, and then I also wanted to be closer to home because, I think Sacramento City, like I really like the home vibe that I got from over there, and then the team was also on the come up, and then I had like good conversation with the coach. He talked to me, made me feel very comfortable joining the team. So, I think that was also a good situation being over there too.
You like being close to home as well.
Yeah, I think that made a big difference. Like having my family there, and then having people that I knew like at all the games and everything. Because at Las Positas, that's like an hour and a half drive. So for my family to come all the way out there, like it was a lot of gas, and it took a lot for them to be out there. So Sacramento City was like it was a lot better fit for me and the
It
whole
was
family.
easier for your family to come to the games.
Yeah. hmm
What was it like when you played in the NorCal Regional playoffs at Sacramento City College?
Um, I think it was exciting because, like I played in like the state tournaments in high school, but I think it's different when you're in college because it's a lot more physical, and it was pretty exciting because usually in junior college you don't have too big of crowds, but I think that game when we played Fresno was actually like a pretty decent crowd, and people were really into the game. So I think that was probably the most exciting part is just having a lot more energy.
Wait, what team did you play?
We played Fresno City in the
Oh, you
second.
did.
Yeah, we
That's,
did. hmm
that's great. I know where Fresno City is. Fresno State College.
Yeah, you went to some of the games there.
No, but I know I've been to the campus before.
Okay. Yeah, you should go to some of the games. They're pretty fun.
That's cool that you got the environment that you're talking about.
Mhm. Yeah.
What did you like about UC Merced?
I think I liked um well, Merced itself is a small city, so I think when I first got there it was an adjustment, but I think I like really just the campus and the people on the campus because everything's smaller outside the city, so it forces everybody to be a lot closer. So I got to meet a lot of new people there, so I think that in itself was pretty fun.
That would be an adjustment from Sacramento to Merced.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I made the adjustment though, so it wasn't
Hmm.
a problem.
Fits well for you now.
hmm
What was the level of competition difference in the jump from Sacramento City College to UC Merced?
Um, I'd say the competitiveness in practice was probably the big difference. Um, but I mean, in terms of skill level, I say it wasn't too big a difference. I think people are just a lot bigger at the next level. So yeah, like you really have to spend a lot of time in the weight room, taking care of your body and doing things like that to be able to translate over into the next level.
So they're bigger, like in
Yeah,
strength.
bigger, faster, stronger, and then I think a lot of it too is just like a better basketball IQ as well.
And then you said the competitiveness in practice.
hmm Yeah.
What were you feeling when you made your debut for UC Merced?
Um, I think I felt a little bit nervous on the first game, just for the fact that it's a big decision. You're coming out to Merced, it's a new school, so you want to make a good impression. So I felt a little bit nervous, but I've always felt nervous before all my games. But once you get
Hmm.
into the flow of the games, like all that kind of goes away.
That's
So
just that's just natural to get nervous before the games.
yeah, I mean, it's probably a good thing to feel a little bit nervous, but once you get into the flow of the game, like all that stuff goes away, and you're just locked in.
You're focused on playing basketball and
Yeah.
winning the game.
hmm
What are your goals for your senior year at UC Merced?
My goals this year, honestly, like I just want us to win. That's first and foremost, and then after that, of course, stats come after that. But I just want to have a big impact on my team. I just want to know that I can produce down the stretch of the games and contribute offensively and defensively. Whatever the stats may be, that is what it is. But I just want to go out there and compete.
So you want to contribute to a lot of wins.
hmm
Do you plan to pursue basketball after UC Merced?
Um, it's a difficult decision. We'll see. Like, I mean, of course, that's the dream. Everybody wants to play basketball as long as they can. But I'll see how that goes. I think it all depends on how I'm feeling after the season. If I'm leaning towards a different career, then we'll see how that goes. But that door is always open. So I'm gonna keep an open mind in that, and I'll keep working towards it.
You're gonna see after your season.
Yeah. hmm
Who is your favorite player as a kid?
As a kid growing up, I say my favorite player. That's a difficult one because I always liked the Kings. So I always had one favorite player on the Kings and one favorite player outside of it. So I think growing up it was like DeMarcus Cousins, and then I also like Kevin Durant too. So I think those were really my top two.
DeMarcus Cousins, he was a great player when he's on the Kings.
Oh yeah, he's good when he has his head in the game. He's a pretty decent player.
When he plays, yeah, when he has his head in the game.
Yeah, because we know how that goes.
hmm Do you try to model your game after anyone?
Um, I think I used to wear number 15 because of DeMarcus Cousins and Carmelo Anthony. So I think those two players were like the type that I kind of modeled it after, just a combination of like a small forward and like a center. So I think probably those two players.
With DeMarcus Cousins and Carmelo Anthony.
hmm Yeah.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any three NBA players to dinner, can be past or present. Who are you taking?
Let's see. I say my first one I would take. is Marquise Chris, because I went to high school with him, so
Oh,
I
really?
and everything. Yeah, so I feel like that'd be cool. Even though I probably ate with him plenty of times, but yeah. And then other than that, I say of course MJ. You have to go with Michael Jordan just to see what he's like.
Who
And then
wouldn't want to go with Michael Jordan?
yeah, and then for my third one, I say Chris Webber because I want to have dinner with the old school Kings player just so they could teach me and tell me what it was like back in the day. Because the good days in Sacramento, like I was probably about 5, 6 years old, so I don't remember any of it. So they could sit down and explain to me how that was.
You want to hear about the winning days?
Mhm. Yep.
All right. Thank you for joining me today. Those are all the questions I have.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Anytime.